It's in the game.
I mean, it's just more questions you have to ask me in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blown me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence. So consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap when I be spitting this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yo, that's a perfect way to end that up. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's fucking Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night, bro. NuKKle HeDD Sports. Fucking cool, fucking Kawhi Leonard. You see what you did, Joseph? There, you got Kawhi Leonard stuck in my fucking head. Fucking Lamar Jackson, bro. You fuck me. Lamar Jackson, fuck you. Yo, hold shit. I lost by 1.86 points.
I'd rather get fucking blown out. I'd rather have no chance than be that fucking close.
Yo, Lamar Jackson gave me 1 point and then was taken out of the game. Take 2 more snaps, bro. 2 more snaps out of 1 net game.
Damn. I ain't gonna front. I won mine by like 5 points.
Ah, damn, son. What's going on, Joseph? What up, normal guy? Yo, we're gonna start off with the hot news of today, where every fucking New Yorker for some reason is hyped because Aaron Judge signed 9 years, $360 million to be on the Yankees. Do you think he's worth that much fucking money?
After the year he had, yeah. The dude was smart. He bet on himself. He turned down the deal at the beginning of the year that would have paid him, less than what he's making now. He goes on to have MVP. He breaks the American League home run record. You know what I'm saying? He the equivalent of taking all your chips at the blackjack table, whatever, and going, I'm all in on me, and it paid off for him.
Yeah, it paid off for him, but it didn't pay off for us. Shit. Yo, I swear to God, bro. I would rather have another like. All right, so the way I see it, Aaron Judge is like fucking Alex Rodriguez, and I'm looking for some Derek
Nah,
Jeters,
nah,
some
nah.
Bernie
Chill,
Williams,
chill.
some fucking Hideki
How
Matsui's,
you figure how you figure Aaron Judge is like Alex Rodriguez?
because he's just a fucking home run hitter that got a little bit of speed. He plays right field. If you back in my day in Little League, you play right field, that means you whack.
He plays right field. They put him in center, and for the last 5 years, he's been what like top two or top three in batting average on the Yankees, which is about right around 300. So the guy hits. He hits more than just home runs. The only thing is that when he hits a home run, they're usually fucking shots.
No, yeah, he knocks the fucking skin off the ball. But the
I
thing
mean,
is,
again, he is the dude is 6'8" though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no,
He's
yeah,
no,
for real.
he's not small.
but the thing is, this motherfucker should be getting us championships. He didn't even get it. Yo, we got swept by the Houston Astros. Like Joseph saying, all that money to get swept by the fucking Houston Astros again. I'm telling you, bro, we got to have 2 or 3 championships for that amount of money for Aaron Judge, because nowadays we are seeing the repercussion of everyone's a winner and everyone gets a fucking trophy. That's what we're seeing, the repercussions for that. Because
You
no one
think
got
so?
the heart. No one got the heart to push through. Like, no, yo, I don't see no one doing no Jeter shit. Fucking running down the first base line, cutting off the ball and hitting the fucking catcher with that shit. They get that quintessential out
Yo,
from the
I'm a,
Astros.
I'm gonna be truthful. Even when Jeter was in the league, nobody was doing that Jeter shit but Jeter. Jeter is a once in a lifetime kind of player. He had the smarts, he had the baseball IQ of what to know what needed to be done. And even in his era, you have very few players like that. Now, during his era, and I tell people this all the time, the Yankees were not a home run hitting team.
No. But
You know what I'm
we
saying?
did have some clutch hitters though.
But
Bernie
that's the
Williams
whole
gave
shit.
us those fucking hits when we needed them.
Bernie Williams is going to get you about 290 to 300 batting average and about 30 home runs, a little bit over 100 RBIs. So was Paul O'Neill. I mean, until your man Benitez plunked Tino Martinez in the back, Tino Martinez was a home run hitter with over 30, close to 40 home runs. After that, it was more between 20 and 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But on that team, Paul can play right field and had a cannon. Bernie can cover left field. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna pull this name out my ass because not a lot of people know this. In the first championship, you had your man Chad Curtis playing left. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You had Wade Boggs and Charlie Hayes playing third base. You know what I'm saying? You had Jeter at short. Second you had Knobloch. Even after he forgot how to throw to first base, I don't know how you figured to throw to first base. That shit is like muscle memory.
Word.
You had Tino playing first. You had Posada, who wasn't the greatest defensive catcher but he was a little bit above average. So, and you had pitching. So, the Yankees in the 90s were set up to be winners because they were solid team all around. They really didn't have any flaws. Nowadays, you have teams that have great pitching, have no hitting. I'm gonna be truthful. Look at the Mets. Mets had very good pitching, but they couldn't fucking hit the ball.
Word.
You know what
And
I'm
for some
saying?
reason they're always choking at the end.
Well, that is true. But like even when they had your man pitching fucking 3 hitters, he was still losing like 1-0.
Yeah.
You can't have that. You gotta be able to. You gotta put the bat on the ball, as they say.
Yeah. It's not like football where the defense can win the game for you. You need both.
Joseph, yeah, MLB money might be ridiculous. It really is not. You got to look at the money that soccer players get. Now, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You want to talk about ridiculous contracts? Look at Messi. Contract had like 5 years, 400 mil. You know, Aaron Judge would look at that and be like, yo, Aaron, you ain't got no money like I do.
Word.
And then endorsements, yo, ridiculous also.
Yeah. That's that
So yeah,
international money.
oh dude. And I tell people straight out, if I would have had kids, I mean, I still got a chance to have a kid or two. I'm gonna teach them to play soccer.
Word. You don't need to be phenomenal to be on the United States team. You know what I'm saying?
No, my man, like I get it. That not a lot of those Messi contracts and the
Yeah.
Ronaldinho contracts are like 1 in a million. But even the suspect players is getting paid in soccer.
Yeah. No,
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
true. And
And then their sport is not as physical as you would say football is.
no,
You know
yes,
what I'm saying?
yeah. And there's a lot more teams of soccer. Like there's so many different professional like fucking organizations for soccer, and then every country has their own league and all other shit. It's not like
And
where if you,
listen, I tell people straight out, I love football, I love baseball. Ain't nothing like soccer fans.
your word, they'll kill you. I was telling somebody today, it's like, yo, I remember one time
Literally
the
kill
the
you.
ref, yeah, the ref made the wrong call and they rioted. They went on the field. The SWAT team had to bring my man underneath the stadium to hold him there for like 3 days. They were gonna kill him.
Yo, my man, how about all those stadium tramples that you have? People, trampling on top of each other.
Yep. And then the stadium fell one year.
Yeah, dude, it is crazy. Like I tell people, if I ever go like to like the UK or whatever, like I want to go watch a game, but I don't. Like I just want to be in
Yeah,
that atmosphere to see how crazy it really is.
yeah.
But that New York in me, the moment I see some shit pop off, I'm like, I'm gone.
No, yeah, for real. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? My brother was telling me because he was in the Navy, right? And he was overseas, and he was able to see Spain play.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that they were pepper spraying the fans going into the stadium. Like it was one of those. So, yo, we can't afford y'all motherfuckers to be wild. So they pepper sprayed them going into the stadium to calm the motherfuckers down. Like, how you preemptively pepper spray motherfuckers? It's like, holy shit.
All right, yo, that is some crazy shit right there.
Word.
That is some crazy shit right there. Like how you pepper spray people coming in. That's the equivalent of like spraying your dog with water to like calm him down. Like yo, you better calm down.
Word. My man sleeping, you just spray him. Calm your ass down. It's like, I ain't do
Yo,
nothing.
you
I
you
know you gonna
you
wake up.
you know what? That's like when our moms, when we were growing up, our moms used to go to the store and be like, "Yo, I ain't got money for your shit, so
Yep.
don't ask me for shit."
Yo, word. Don't ask me for nothing, and you better not fucking go crazy. Cause I
Don't
swear to
make a
God,
scene.
yo,
Don't
yeah,
make a scene.
you make a scene, and I'm gonna whoop your ass.
And,
I
back
remember
in the
that.
days, they can go up and down the aisle whipping your ass. Ain't nobody saying shit.
Yep. People, parents
Nowadays they
would,
be like, "Yo, you can't do that." I
yeah,
was like, I would have wished somebody would told my mom she can't whoop my ass. I think my mom would have whooped that person's ass too.
hell yeah, shit. Back in the days, you whooped your kid's ass. The other parents looked at you like it was a sign of fucking acceptance. Like, welcome to the club. We all kicking these kids' ass today.
Right. But
Shit.
like, but the atmosphere at soccer games is like, I, I like, your brother said he experienced it. I've had people who experience it too, and they're like, yo, there's nothing like it. And I'm like, yo, come on, you got to be bullshitting me. I'm like, yo, my man, these people really love their teams like with a passion. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, is it really that crazy? And I'm like, yo, you can literally have a stadium be divided, and like they'll divide the people.
Yeah.
Like
I think,
one half will be for one team, the other half like they won't put. And like I told people, like yo, but don't they have like tickets or whatever? They're like, yo, my man, they don't care about tickets, nothing. If you got tickets and you're gonna be in the area for the opposite team, they'll put you into the area where the team you're rooting for is, because they don't want nobody fighting. Because that's how crazy riots and all this shit breaks out of these games, bro. It's
oh, yeah.
crazy.
Oh, yeah. Let you fucking be out there and you go to the one white jersey out of all the red jerseys.
You get your ass whooped.
Yeah,
That's
your
that's
your jersey gonna be red at the end of it.
That's why I tell people. Say, that sounds to me like old school Yankee Stadium at the bleachers. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. If you was going to the stadiums at old Yankee Stadium, you better have nothing but Yankee shit on. If you had anything else from, it didn't matter if you had something else from the team that wasn't even playing. If you had something else that was not Yankee, oh, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah. Yo, there was one time me and my brother just got tickets, right? It was one of those, yo, do you guys want tickets to the Yankee game? We was like, fuck it, we'll take it. And it was a
Right.
long time ago. This is the old Yankee Stadium. And, you know, we got our Yankee fitteds and all that other stuff. We go to the Yankee game, we cheer in the game. And my brother's like, oh, shit, they playing the fucking Tampa Bay Rays. My brother was a
Right.
Tampa Bay Ray fan.
Uh-oh.
I forgot who did it, but my man hit a home run, and my brother's like, bang, bang, gone. And about 5 people turned around and was like, how you wearing a Yankee fitted and you cheering for these niggas? Dude, I was about to fight all these motherfuckers in front of us. and my brother's like, yo, I actually like the fucking Rays. And one dude's like, nah, it's all good, bro. We getting blown out anyway. But I was about to be like, say something. Because it's real out here. It's like, yo, you gotta save your life sometimes. It's real. You cheering for the wrong teams. Like, nah, bro, you can't come into our home and cheer for these motherfuckers. Watch this shit on TV.
Yo, my man, it be serious. I'd be telling people, yo, this shit, old school Yankee Stadium, bro. That's why after about the 5th inning, they couldn't sell alcohol in the bleachers.
Oh yeah. Shit.
And it was funny because you would see people take one beer and send somebody else to go get them another beer just to get fucking lit before the 5th inning. Because you knew after the 5th inning, you weren't getting alcohol.
Yeah. And and like if the game wasn't close by like halfway through the 8th inning,
oh, forget it.
It was empty. Yo, everybody's like, yo, we gotta beat traffic. We gotta beat traffic. Fuck this game. We'll listen to the game on the way home. You know how many times I'm with my uncle and we're listening to it on the radio and it's like, hey, Bernie hits a home run and they win the game, and we're like, fuck, we missed it. It's like, but I ain't spending no hour in the parking lot trying to get home. Fuck that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I'm one of those guys that I don't leave until the last out. I just don't.
I hear you.
But then again, I tell people straight out, baseball is mostly in the summertime. If it's a night game or whatever, I'll cross the 155th bridge. I'll cross over and then take the A or whatever. So you guys afraid of walking? Some people are afraid of walking.
No, yeah, I hear you. But most of the time we drove in there, so that was the problem. Yo, me and Krills went to a game a couple years ago, and it ended at like 9:00 at night. And I was like,
right.
yeah, I'm gonna take the train. It was a 4 train, right? Dude. You see about 3,000 people trying to get in that fucking train. I was like, I'm gonna take an Uber.
You ain't getting no Uber.
Oh no, I walked all the way to the courthouse.
Yeah,
I walked all the way to the courthouse to get a fucking Uber. I was like, I'm not with these niggas.
Yes, sir. That you would have to walk all the way over there. Yes, sir.
Yep. I was like, nah, fuck that.
It's crazy, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But look, at the end of the day, he bet on himself. He came out winning. He actually took a little bit less money to stay with the Yankees. I think the Padres offer him a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like I tell people. At the end of the day, he's getting money. He knows he's gonna be at least getting shots to be in the playoffs. Like the Padres, they have Maldonado and all that other stuff, but they're not known to be in the playoffs every year.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't fault the guy from betting on himself and coming out ahead.
No, I don't fault him for that either. My thing is like, is he worth it? Because there's not a lot of people that I see nowadays that are one of those, yo, if he's on the team, we got a shot of winning the championship. It's like he's on the team, we got a shot at making the playoffs. Like I'll equate him to like Kevin Durant. Everybody said Kevin Durant's the best player in the league. Well, my man can't do shit by himself. And I'm not saying that he needs. It's just one of those. He needs another superstar on his team to be credible.
Look,
You know what I'm saying?
last year he single-handedly won us a bunch of games with his
Who?
bat and his glove. You know, Stanton is like Giambi after he joined the Yankees. You know, when he was with Oakland, Giambi hit you like over 300 batting average. You know, like close to 40 home runs. Once he came to the Yankees, it was either a home run or a strikeout. And that's what Giancarlo Stanton is right now.
Yeah.
I mean, when he catch one, that shit is long. Yo, that shit is a laser beam coming out. But then he be swinging that fucking a slider that's fucking 15 feet out of the strike zone.
Yeah, I don't know who the batting coach is for the Yankees. Going, yo, just fucking swing. Everything got to be a home run.
You know, well, look at your man Curtis Granderson when he was with the Twins. He would spray the ball around. He went to the Yankees. I think at that time the batting coach is Kevin Long. They were like, "Yo, we want you to jerk everything because of the short porch." You know, they tried to do that shit with Don Mattingly, and Don Mattingly was like, "Yo, no, I'm gonna play how I am." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don Mattingly wasn't a home run hitter; he was a doubles hitter. And what fucked him up is that he had people put so much torque on his swing that it fucked up his back. But if he had a swing like a natural swing like Griffey had, Don Mattingly, we probably don't even need Tino.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know
MJ,
Don Madeline was my brother's
yeah,
favorite.
eh,
Yeah,
M-
that's MJ's.
no.
You wouldn't take Patrick Mahomes and Gary Wilson for Fields and Ahmad?
Oh, he's getting Pat Mahomes? Then
Yeah,
yeah. Then yes. If he has Fields and Amon Rod and he's trading for Mahomes and Wilson, then yes. Because Mahomes alone can give you a 60-point game.
yeah, and he's very fucking consistent.
Then that's the thing. You know, Fields, if Fields can't run, he ain't gonna put points up on your fantasy.
Yeah, and also he's on a bye week this week.
That is true. And then your man Amon Ra, it's all about how Jared Goff is going that game. If you get, okay Jared Goff, you good. If you get Jared Goff that the Rams traded away, it ain't no good.
D. Smith versus the Giants or T. Higgs versus Cleveland.
D. Smith versus the Giants, and I'm a Giants fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I had to get Geno Smith because Fields is my backup quarterback, and I'm not playing Lamar Jackson no fucking more the way he's fucking playing.
Well, he's out. Lamar's out.
Yeah, I know that motherfucker. And I had to get Geno Smith, and I'm like, damn, son, I wanted him off my team, and now I got him in my fantasy.
Damn.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's another White versus Buffalo or Huntley versus Pitt. Ooh. I don't. That's a tough one because Buffalo has a very good defense, but then Huntley, Pitt is not that great versus the pass. But besides Mark Andrews, who's Huntley going to throw it to?
Yeah, we always have a tough time playing the Bills. The Jets always have a tough time playing the Bills. The Bills and the Patriots are always rough games for us.
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, Baker Mayfield to the Rams, and guess what? He's still a bum. That motherfucker is a bum.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Rams got him. They must have got him for cheap.
Well, check it out. You got Matt Stafford is on IR for the rest of the year. He's done for the year.
Yeah.
Their backup is out. They're on the third stringer. Since Matt Stafford's been out, they're 0-3. I mean, you take a shot with Baker Mayfield, But I'll tell you what, though, I know one person who's definitely not re-signing with the Rams now is going to be Odell.
Yo, word. Yo, Zeke or Pollard. I got Pollard. Yo, Pollard did better than Zeke last week
Yo,
in
yo,
fantasy.
MJ, definitely go with Pollard. Go with Pollard. Zeke is going to get you a consistent 3-4 yards. Pollard going to get you that game breaker. That boy got. If I was Dallas, I would be starting Pollard. I understand why they're starting Zeke because they're paying Zeke, but I wouldn't be surprised if after this year they cut Zeke.
Yeah. Or at least send Pollard to the Jets. Shit.
Man, yo, Vince, you guys got good running backs on the Jets. Stop being greedy, my man.
Yo, we need
Stop being.
more. Yo, I'm surprised we actually have a deep running back pool. Because with Bryce Hall leaving and Martin going down, Knight fucking taking over like he's done. Yo, I'm surprised we got that deep of a running back pool.
Joseph, ain't nobody fixing Baker, not even Sean McVay. All right? Baker Mayfield is too cocky for his own good. Right? He's still, first of all, I never saw #1 draft pick written on him. Never. You know what I'm saying? For me, if you're going to be a short quarterback in the NFL, you have to be able to stay in the pocket and be accurate. The best time he's accurate is when he's rolling out of the pocket. That's a problem. Because you can't have him rolling out of the pocket on every throw.
Yeah. Because then your offensive line not going to know how to fucking block.
Exactly. Oh, Waddle versus the Chargers, bro. That Chargers pass defense is horrendous. T. Higgins, if Chase was still out, I would put Higgins, but Chase is back. So you know Burrow is throwing a Chase 15 times a game.
Yeah. And I need him
MJ,
too because
yeah, you got. I hear you, fantasy. Who has the better defense to win the Super Bowl? Dallas or Philly? Fuck both them teams. Fuck both them teams.
that's who has the better defense. Fuck both of them. Shit.
But truthfully, Dallas has a more disruptive defense. Philly is more solid. Dallas, I wanted the Giants to draft them, but Mitchell Parsons is a fucking problem.
Yo, you know what Hoach says to people in the street when they ask him that question? Oh, fuck. I pressed the button and didn't give it a second. Give it a second.
Shut up, bitch.
There you go. That's what he tells people when they ask him that question. Dallas or Eagles?
Shut up, bitch.
Yo, Joseph, man, if you haven't guessed by now, I'm a Giants fan. So
Word.
I can't. So fuck Dallas, fuck the Eagles, and fuck Washington. Cause I can't even call them the Commanders. That name sucks ass.
Yeah. Yo, DJ Moore, the Seahawks, or Jerry. Yo, fuck Jerry Judy. I dropped him.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not Judy's fault, and I don't think it's Russell Wilson's fault. The head coach in Denver don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, it's true. And when Wilson and Judy were meshing well for those 2 games, then Judy got hurt.
Yeah. Oh, MJ, yeah, I know when Giants fans come to Philly, they don't get a hello. Man, I don't even think we get a finger. We get death threats.
Yeah. And they saying he's questionable again. Judy.
Who's questionable? Judy?
He got limited practices today because of his ankle.
Nah, yo, listen, let me tell you something. Just go with DJ. Ever since they put in this kid Walker or even Sam Donald, more when anybody but Baker Mayfield, DJ Moore produced. I told, and going back to the other thing when you said Baker was okay in Oklahoma, the thing I feel about college football is the disparity in teams is so great. I mean, have you seen some of these scores? It would be like 78-3. You know what I'm saying? So how good are you really? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even a good player can look like a superstar if he's the third best player on a great team. But if you put him on a bad team, he's just an average player. You know, in college, Baker Mayfield, the number one knock on him was his accuracy. You know what I'm saying? And you can see that now as an NFL quarterback, he's not accurate. You know how many times when he was in Cleveland, I saw him throw behind Landry, behind Odell, and or throw it, throw it to the floor. It's like, my man, you an NFL quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude. It's my same gripe I have with Daniel Jones. And no, I'm gonna tell you right now, I will never call him his nickname because he don't drop dimes. I think he drops pennies. Facts, facts. All right. You know, I tell people straight out. I say, and I've had this argument with plenty of Giants fans. I tell them straight out, Jones sucks. Oh no, we have no wide receivers. My man, when you're drafted number 6 overall, and you have some type of talent around you, you're supposed to make the talent around you better. But if you need the offensive line to be good or great, you need great wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? For you to be decent, how good are you? He has no pocket awareness. He locks onto a receiver. He can't read a defense. You know what I'm saying? I'm at home. I'm not getting paid millions of dollars. And I can tell you all these things. You know what I'm saying? And then you got defensive coordinators who are getting paid millions of dollars that can see this shit better than I can because they know the game better than I because they actually know coach.
Yeah.
So if I can point shit like this out, come on now.
No, yeah. It's like you see it, but they can't see it because they don't want to see it.
Oh, yo, MJ. I think everybody still got flashbacks of him falling behind, falling down, tripping over himself. And I called that shit. I saw him running. And I'm like, oh, he gonna fall. And you can tell he was about to fall. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, it's not his fault that Getterman drafted him number 6. It's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a first round quarterback talent. He wasn't. And the fact that Getterman goes, oh, I saw him run 3, was it 3 series in the Senior Bowl, and that's all NFL quarterback. I'm like, really? You saw NFL quarterback? My man, have you seen this game at Duke's? First of all, to my knowledge, there's only been 2 Duke NFL quarterbacks, and they've both been on the Giants.
Who's the Duke quarterbacks? Phil Simms?
No, Phil Simms went to Morris State. Dave Brown was drafted in the first round of a supplemental draft by the Giants, and then the Giants drafted your man Daniel Jones. To my knowledge, those are the only two Duke starting quarterbacks to ever start for NFL team.
Not for that. I would have associated Duke with like basketball.
But usually they are. I mean, sometimes you get some stars. Like, look, LT played for North Carolina.
Yeah.
Your man Sweeney, Dwight Freeney played for North Carolina. His career was brief, but even when he was on the Giants, Hakeem Nicks played for North Carolina. They're like, you can find some talent there, but I would never draft a quarterback from any of the schools to be my NFL quarterback. Sorry.
Nah,
And yes,
yeah.
MJ, yeah, I'll take Jacoby Brissett over Daniel Jones.
I'm
MJ,
trying to look for my pen. I don't know
all
where the
right,
fuck
no
because
problem. I got some answers here for MJ.
yeah,
Listen, I know this is the debate here over Jefferson one hand catch versus Buffalo or OBJ versus Dallas. If you truly look at the slow mo replay of the Jefferson catch, the reason he was able to catch that was because the Buffalo defender actually had a hand on the ball and it made the catch easier for Jefferson. Now, was it more clutch because of the situation? I'll give you that. I go, but OBJ literally caught a ball with 3 fingers, while falling backwards. So the one-handed catch by OBJ is more impressive than the Jefferson catch versus Buffalo.
pen. Well, fuck it. We're gonna have to do it live then. Because Coach just sent me the picks for last week. So I was gonna, while you was answering the chat, I was gonna fucking mark them down, but I
He
ain't got
not
my
getting
pen.
on today?
He said he got the flu, so he might come on later.
All right. Oh, MJ, DJ Swift versus Minnesota, Zeke versus Houston. That's a tough one because Swift hasn't been getting all the touches. He's been splitting it with Jamal Williams, and Zeke has been doing the same thing with Houston. With him and Pollard. I will give you this though. Houston has a worse running defense than Minnesota. So if you're gonna bet on who's gonna probably give you the most consistent numbers, it'll probably be Zeke. Joseph, I understand that the just versus catch is because they won that game, but most of the discussion is what was more impressive the most impressive catch. So take away about it being clutch or whatever, and look at it the moment. Truthfully, if Buffalo defender knocks that ball down, Jefferson does not make their catch. The Buffalo defender was trying to make the interception. It didn't allow Jefferson to make the catch. The Odell catch was all him. How'd you think you did last week?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I know I fucked up. I know. Like right now, I'm doing Kenny's picks, and he seems to be doing all right. But I know I watched the Jets game, and I was like, "You motherfucker!" And the crazy shit was, I had Cook on my team, so I needed Cook to do good, but I also needed the defense of the Giants to do good because for some reason I was like, I could leave the Giants the
The
Jets
Jets.
defense in against my running back.
Yeah,
I
that
should,
don't work. That don't work.
yeah, I should have just left it be.
I mean, if it's like a second tier running back, yeah, but a top tier running back like Cook,
Yeah,
nah. You got to offer Zeke and White. Yes. MJ, you telling me there's no other running backs on that waiver wire that you can probably pick up? And like, do you need a running back for the rest of the year or just for this game? Rest of the year, my guys are dead.
but there's only what, like 2 weeks left.
And I think in the regular season and everything is playoffs.
Yeah, I didn't make the playoffs by far, bro. I'm 4-9.
I'm 10-3.
Jesus. I was talking to somebody about my fantasy football team, and I told him who I got, and he's like, "Bro, how the fuck are you losing?" I said, "I don't know. These motherfuckers just choose not to play on games where Josh Jeffrey or whatever the fuck from the Raiders decides to go for 50 fucking points.
Hey, yes, my man's all right. That's my man, Josh Jacobs.
Motherfucker.
Yo, MJ, you don't need a running back, bro. Jamal Williams is a TD vulture. He's definitely gonna get you about 10 points a game. Hey, let me see here. Dude, truthfully, I would start Lamar Murray and Jamal Williams. I mean, unless Gibson is 100% and depends on who Washington is playing. Oh, Devontae Williams. I thought you were talking about Jamal Williams from the Detroit. It's different. Yeah, you need a running back. Uh damn. You know what? If that's the case, it's not like your man Olave is killing it with the Saints. I'll pull the trigger on that trade. Zeke
Yeah.
and White for Olave. Yeah, I'll do it.
What, to get Olave or to get rid of him?
No, he would give up Olave. He would get Zeke and White from the Buccaneers.
All right, because I was gonna say, nah, don't keep Olave. He ain't giving no points.
Yeah, you can do that trade, bro.
I had Olave. I got rid of his ass. That motherfucker, boy. I swear to God, that motherfucker pissing me off.
Yeah, you know what? I hear I have a lot of people saying the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
But
and it's funny because Krill's is like, yo, Olave's on the bench. Pick his ass up. It's a crime to not have him on the bench. All right, I picked him up. It was a crime for me to have him. That motherfucker.
are you in the fantasy league with Krills?
No. I'm in the fantasy league with my brother's friend. And I'm like, yo, dude, I don't ever want to do this shit again. But I'm actually watching the football games and I'm getting to know some of these players, but it's still like shit, man.
Oh, yo, MJ, you telling me you got Hurts and Burrow and you can't parlay one of those into a top into training for a top RB1? I would. Especially if you're in the playoff hunt, I definitely try to get a RB1 for one of those two quarterbacks. It's not like you can play them both. I mean, I know you got Hurts because you're a Philly fan, but truthfully, I'd keep Burrow and see if I can get a RB1. Yo, man, see if you can get like Austin Eckler for like Hurts or something like that.
Shit, not for nothing. With Case coming back, Burrow's gonna have another target.
Yeah. Oh, damn. So in a dynasty league, you got offer Burrow and Scary Terry for Gino, and your man from the Jags. Is that how? Am I reading that correctly? Because I know people are are high on Gino this year, but yeah, I still don't. Still not sold on Gino. Sorry. Nah, if you have Burrows and Scary Terry, keep those two. Keep those two. Geno Smith, Geno Smith been around for what, almost 10 years, and now is having a good year. You know, I just can't trust them. I treat players that have one good year, like I treat players that have one good year in college. No.
Oh wait, did the pro not give us this whole?
Nah.
Huh?
MJ on that trade, I still wouldn't give a Burrows and Amra for 3 players. Again, Geno Smith right now is playing good, but he can revert back to regular Geno Smith next year. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Burrow's ceiling is too high for any 3 of those players. And Amon Ra, he's a good receiver. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do any of those. I wouldn't do that trade, man. Burrow, because Burrow to Chase is at least going to be 15 plus TDs every year, easy. The 4 teams for the playoffs. You know what, Joseph? No, I didn't see that. Who are the 4 teams? Damn, Vince is concentrating over there.
Your word, because I'm trying to read what Krills wrote with his
Chicken scratches.
yeah, and then I'm trying to find the team, and then I'm looking, I'm like, fuck, these like the font on the computer is mad small, so I'm trying to read like the way I'm doing this is very bad.
Georgia, Ohio State, TCU, and Michigan. Interesting.
Yo, we got a bunch of consistency here. So I didn't get to me yet, so
Because
yeah,
I didn't
people
get to me yet.
yeah, people are around 1-2 games apart, We're up to show now, but this is where it's me, Show, and Cruz left, and this shit. This is where it might get interesting. Like Cruz might have a high score, but then me and Show might just have 3 or some shit.
Yo, MJ, you just pulled off a very good trade. Whoever traded Scary Terry, Burrows, and Gibson away for Smith, Watson, Stevenson, he must have like the worst record in your league. Joseph, out of those 4 teams, man, I I really believe the most complete team is Georgia. But I'm a big fan of your man Harborough for Michigan. So mm, so I would say for me it would be between Georgia and Michigan.
Wow. Okay. I started off very rough, then I pulled it together. I was like, "Damn, son, I only got 2 right." Like, this can't be right. This bullshit. I stole some of y'all picks.
you ain't steal some of my picks. Damn, MJ, he's 2-11. Yeah, he's just giving away players at this point. Be 2-11.
Wow. Okay. All right. So I got all the numbers in.
All right.
All right. So the guy who won the week was actually Krills by 1 game. He got 11 and a half games right because the ties we give him half a point.
Okay.
And then it's me, you, MJ, and Joseph are tied for second with 10 and a half games. And then Show and Pro have 9.5, and Kenny shit the bed with 7.5 games.
Damn.
Yeah. So this week, a lot of us picked the right teams.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I don't know how the Chiefs lost to the Bungles, but I guess Burrow's 3-0 versus the Chiefs. So that's saying a lot.
Word. Shit. Let me get my iPad and then we could fucking get the picks for next.
Yeah, no problem. MJ, you 11-2 in that league, and people are still trying to trade you players.
How the fuck you 11-2, bro? You a cheater. I don't give a shit what you say, man. You a cheater.
Yo, bro, he 11-2, and people are still trading players to him. I'm sorry, in my fantasy league, ain't nobody trading anybody to you if you 11-2.
Hell yeah, you don't need no more players. That's not how this shit work. You shit.
Yo,
Lend me some fucking players.
and the fact that my league, we put money on the league. So you definitely not just having people okay, no, but oh yeah, we're gonna trade. Nah, and people want that money.
Word.
So you got Mahomes, Zeke, Stevenson, Chase, Amon-Ra, Smith, T.J. Hawkinson, Flex is Watson. What does SF stand for? Because everybody's league is different.
Super flex.
What? There's a super flex? Yeah, that's a different league, man.
Hold on, wait. How the fuck you got a quarterback as a super flex?
Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna talk to my people, man. We need a super flex in our
Word.
league. But then again, we be dropping buckets in my league. We give points for almost everything, even though we take points away for stuff.
All right.
Nah, but MJ, that's a solid lineup, man. Your running backs, I know you have your man Javonte Williams is dead. Had he stayed healthy, your lineup will look even better. Because I really do believe that Stevenson by next season he's going to be starting for Washington, and Gibson is not. Simply because Stevenson gives you that he has a little bit more of a top tier than Gibson. You know, Gibson's a grinder. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna break those flashy 20 or 30 yard runs. He's just gonna grind you to death. But Stevenson's a home run hitter, as they say. Yeah, you had Brees Hall and Javante, man. If you had those two in that lineup with what you have right now, yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, bro, you 11-2. That's not the worst luck ever. Worst luck ever would be like a friend of mine had last year, where his top 5 picks all hit IR at one point. Done for the year. Like, that's pretty hard. Yeah, I know you
Yeah.
had Hall and Javante Williams went out, but you 11-2. Damn, Joseph, you 2-11. Yeah, that would be bad luck. I mean, I started off 0-2 in my league. You know, because I'm still a little bit old school when it comes to fantasy. I know a lot of people they want those receivers. I still go with my running backs. You know, even though I went a little bit different this year, I was playing. I was drafting number 2 in my league, and in my league is a wraparound. So once you hit 12, it goes 12, 11, 10. It goes back down.
Oh, the
So
serpentine shit.
yeah. So you know, the first pick was Taylor, and I was happy because I was not gonna pick Jason Taylor. I took my man Austin Eckler from Chargers. When it came back down, like all the other running backs that you say was a R1 were gone. Most of the R1 wide receivers were gone. So I went and I took my man Josh Allen. And then turn back right around and I took CD Lamb. So at least I had, one of each. Like Jacobs, I didn't pick up Jacobs to maybe like the 7th round. And even though he's an IR now, even though he's on IR now, and the Chiefs did him dirty, my man Charles Hilaire, yeah, he had some big games at the beginning of the year for me.
What team is he on?
He was on the Chiefs, but the Chiefs benched him in favor of your man Pacheco, whatever the hell you want to call him.
Damn. All right. Shit.
I can trade Stevenson and Zeke for Mixon and 24th Street. 24th Street. I don't know when is Mix coming back because I know Mix is hurt. Yo, damn MJ, how many leagues are you in?
Yo, for real. This like we've been here for 2 hours and my man 87 trades have been dropped down. My man said I could trade Legatron for a golf cart right now. Like I'm 11-1 in one league. I'm 2-3 in the other league. I'm 56-75 in another league. I got a league with just kickers.
I got like 13. Damn, 13 leagues.
Shit.
I remember those days. I remember a couple of years ago, I was in about 3 or 4 fantasy leagues. It was a bitch to keep track of all of them.
Yo, and hey, it's a bitch to keep track of this one for me.
Yeah, I won a chip in the league with all the boys,
Yeah.
all the fellas, and I retired. I was like, yo, I said, yo, fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm just gonna enjoy the last couple of years of Eli Manning playing on the Giants. And when my Giants started to stink to bed, I was like, maybe I gotta come back to fantasy football because I gotta look, I gotta look in favor of something because it sure damn ain't my fucking Giants.
Word. You know what's funny is the opposite from my brother. My brother's a Giants fan, and he's watching the games, and he's like, why did you give it to Barkley? What the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, he's like, you see, now I hate this game. Now I hate this fucking game because they don't want to play it. My guy ain't doing shit. Kyle Murray can't fucking quarterback. I'm like, damn, son, you be getting personal with it.
Oh, with fantasy? Hell yeah, get personal, dude. Listen, let me tell you something. I've gone to bars where I've seen people like have like 2 laptops set up at the bar, and I'm like, yo, my man, it ain't that serious. Unless you in leagues that have like a $500 or $1,000 tipping, you know what I'm saying, where everybody hitting like gotta pay $1,000 to play. It ain't that serious.
Nah, yeah, for real.
Oh, that's a good one. Barkley versus Philly or Chubb versus Cincinnati. As much as it pains me to say this, I'd rather play Chubb against Cincinnati because we are everybody at certain point starts to figure teams out. The teams know you want to stop the Giants from winning, just shut down Barkley. And I tell people straight out, and you can look this stat up. If you look up Daniel Jones in any game, he has to throw more than 25 times in the game. The Giants are like maybe 1-15 or something like that. It's a bad record. Yeah, MJ, not for nothing. Not that you got me to go against my Giants. I'm real about my fucking my team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have no fucking quarterback. As a matter of fact, if I was 6'5", I can probably play a better quarterback than he is. But my ass is 5'8". it ain't happening. Plus I'm in my 40s now, so I know that's not happening. But the dude sucks. I mean,
he shows promise.
Dude, it's year 4. He still can't read a defense.
He got better mobility than Manning.
You got better mobility than Manning.
This is true. And I got no neck.
They're like, that's not saying much. But it's like I tell people, there's a difference between, like, Daniel Jones is athletic, but Daniel Jones is not going to break down the defender in front of him. You know what I'm saying? And, break his ankles and keep running by. He's a fast runner, but he's not an elusive runner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, they're elusive runners. Justin Fields, they're elusive runners. Daniel Jones, if he sees an opening, yeah, he can run a straight line for maybe 20 yards before he trips over his own legs. But he's not juking somebody.
Yeah, I mean, he is a big boy though. For a fucking quarterback. But yo, this is the best I've seen the Giants and Jets look in a while.
But put it like this, Vince. The Giants are looking that good. And I'm be brutally honest. My team don't have that many players.
No, they don't. They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, they won 7 games. That's 2 more than I thought they were going to win all year.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be real with it. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I know I have a shitty quarterback. I'm happy as fuck that fucking Kadarius Toney is no longer my fucking team. I thought he was a waste of a fucking pick. Yo, I put it like this: no matter what happened with the Giants this year, it was going to be a good year because David, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, Gutterman, is no longer on my fucking team.
Yo, I was listening to the radio like a couple weeks ago where they were saying that they would try to get rid of Saquon to get another quarterback. Would you do that? Would you get rid of Saquon and your quarterback to get a better quarterback or get a more weapons?
We'll put it like this: next year, the Giants have, I think, about 10 to 11 picks in the draft. You got Tyron Taylor. You signed him for 2 years. I would definitely start. Jones is gone. The fact that the Giants did not offer to pick up his fifth-year option, they're not going to re-sign Jones. It's not a smart play. They only got 60 millions in available cap. If you sign Jones, let's say you franchise Jones, you know what the average going rate for a franchise quarterback is right now? If you just put the tag on him, $33 million. That's half the available money you have.
Yeah.
For a guy who still carry the defense, locks on to one wide receiver, can go through his progressions in a timely fashion, lacks pocket awareness. Like, those four flaws right there are some of the biggest flaws for a fucking quarterback.
And y'all draft.
Nah, get him and drafted that nigga. I ain't drafted him. As a matter of fact, and Led would tell you this, that draft, I saw that that they didn't. The team before me did not draft Josh Allen, the linebacker, not the quarterback, because that was the year before.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, draft this linebacker for you can put him on defense. As somebody said, the New York Giants. I said, please don't be Daniel Jones. The fucking commission said that I threw myself back on the couch. I didn't want and then in that draft, you draft Dexter Lawrence, good draft pick. I give you that. Then you trade your second round draft pick, your number 37th. You trade that draft pick away and another one like in the fourth round to trade up 7 spots from 37th to 30 to draft the DeAndre Baker, who had more red flags than a fucking girl on OnlyFans.
Damn.
All right. Yo, my man, put it like this: in that draft, in the second round of that draft, with the number for like 41 pick, you know who got drafted? That I would love to have on my team right now? Your man Greedy Williams.
Number 41?
He went like number 41.
That's the second round?
In the second round of that draft pick. Of that draft year. But this idiot is going to trade up 2 draft picks to go up 7 spots to go draft this kid who even their coaches in Georgia was like, hey, my man, if you don't keep this kid interested and you don't have somebody with him all the time, he gonna fuck up. He had a bad rookie year with the Giants. And then in the offseason, even though the Chargers are later dropped, this man and another cornerback from Washington, robbed somebody who robbed them or whatever the story was. Like I'm like, yo, dude, really? You move up 7 spots, you traded 2 draft picks away to draft this idiot? Like everybody goes, yo, Gettleman is a good at drafting. I'm like, no, he's not. He was never good at drafting. And I tell people, oh, but he put the team together for the Panthers. He didn't. That team was already drafted or put together by the previous GM. In that draft pick, his best draft pick with the Carolina before Christian McCaffrey was your man Kawan Short, a defensive tackle in the first round. That was his best draft pick for the Panthers before McCaffrey. He didn't draft Newton. He didn't Cam Newton. He didn't draft Luke. You know what I'm saying? Like he added pieces to the team, but he didn't build that team. You know what I mean? That's like when something is built in China and then it gets sent over here, and then we slap a sticker that says "Made in the U.S."
Yo, for real. Shit. Damn, son. And I'm over here thinking about my fucking team. And I'm like, well, I'm just happy we got rid of Butt Fumble. That
Truthfully, you should be happy that they fire Rex Ryan.
yeah, because he wasn't gonna drop that shit.
Your man was a Herm Edwards before him. Put a team together with a defense and a solid offense. And the only reason why Rex Ryan was able to take that team to the playoffs 2 years in a row was because that team was already put together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the moment he got into, they really let him start drafting his own players and really having a lot of say in personnel, that team went to shits real quick. You went from having good tight ends and good wide receivers to having no receivers and no tight ends, and then expecting Mark Sanchez to fucking create miracles. Now think about this. In that year's draft that you guys drafted Mark Sanchez, it was, who's a better quarterback? Sanchez or your man Stafford?
Stafford seems to be.
Like
He
even
just get hurt?
yeah, man, he's an IR with a hernia contusions or something like that. And like even in Detroit, everybody's like, oh, Stafford's a bum, but Stafford was putting up numbers. He really just had no team around him.
Yeah. And Sanchez
Yeah.
did good with a team around him, but he wasn't good at all.
You know what, Joseph? Those hernia contusions or whatever, they're real tricky, real tricky. But what more does he have to prove? He has touchdowns, he has yards, and last year he won his chip.
That's true, yeah.
He's still pretty young. You know what I'm saying? He can still, do some things with his families. You know what I'm saying? He got money.
Go to ESPN.
Right. Well, when he signed with the Rams, they gave him a shitload of guaranteed money. And I keep telling people, I said, like the teams cover themselves for the guaranteed money if it's an injury. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they have to retire because of injury or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he's still getting a good chunk of that guarantee money. And then you're right. He can probably parlay into being on ESPN or NFL Network.
Yeah, that's what most of these people do.
Because let's cut the shit. Your man Dan Orlovsky was a horrible quarterback in Detroit, but he's killing it as a commentator. An analyst, an analyst, and I think it's on ESPN. You know what I mean? Tony Romo, you see that that contract Romo signed to be a commentator?
Yeah. I felt like they did that though to get him off for the Cowboys. They're like, yo, he's not gonna leave, so let's get him something to leave for. And Jerry Jones is like, yo, give him a position, I'll pay him. under the table. I'll pay this motherfucker to get off the Giants.
Hey, listen, Joseph. I don't think he's gonna have his own podcast. I think he's going to get signed as an analyst or commentator. And you're right, Romo sounds corny as a commentator, but the man can look at a formation and tell you the fucking play. And 9 out of 10, he's correct. You know what I'm saying? And to below average football fans who don't know what he's talking about, they're gonna be like, oh, I don't know what he's talking about. But to people who love and have been watching this game for 40 years, they'll look at that formation and be like, oh shit, this motherfucker is right. He knows what he's talking about. Romo's thing is that, he just choked in the clutch. But a lot of players choke in the clutch.
Yeah. He was choking mad off, and he was like the Mets, bro. Like the Cowboys, #1 team in the league. As soon as the fucking playoffs starts, all you hear is the fucking Stephen A. Smith. How about them Cowboys? Like they figure out a way to lose, man.
Well, I know Le and Ron don't like me talking about their team, but fuck it, I'm gonna talk about their team.
Let's do it.
Jerry Jones is his own worst enemy. He is. When he had Jimmy Johnson, he literally fired Jimmy Johnson because Jimmy Johnson was like, yo, no, I'm not gonna listen to what you gotta say. I'm gonna run my team the way I want to run my team, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Then he went to Barry Switzer, and after winning those one Super Bowl, with the team that Jimmy Johnson put together, he fired Barry Switzer because I think the next 2 years they were like 8-8 or whatever. Then he brings in Bill Parcells, and Bill Parcells is like, yo, you're not gonna tell me I can't buy. You want me to make you, a dinner, but you're not gonna let me buy my own ingredients. You know what I'm saying? So after Parcells, Jimmy Johnson just hired head coaches that were yes men to him. They weren't going to challenge the fact that he is the owner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, case in point, when Parcells was there, and he was even the head coach, he was also the offensive coordinator on the 2000 Super Bowl Giants. Both the Giants and the Cowboys at one time had Sean Payton in the building. And they both teams let him go. And the Saints picked him up. You know what I'm saying? But Jimmy's just one of those players, one of those owners that he's like, yo, it's my way or the highway. Like Mike McCarthy. There's a reason why when he left Green Bay, nobody wanted to hire him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that McCarthy or any of the previous head coaches in Dallas, they can't suspend a player without Jimmy giving the okay. So that just shows the players like, yo, my man, you have really no power. I'm not afraid of you. I got to be afraid of Jerry. I'm not afraid of my head coach. Because you can say, yo, I don't want you to play today, but if Jerry goes, yo, you're going to play my man over there, you're going to listen to what Jerry's telling you.
Yeah, or else you're gone.
You know what I'm saying? So, and for many years, like Jerry does a good job at drafting players, but at the end of the day, you gotta be able to put a coach in there that's gonna lead the team. And Jason Garrett is not a leader. You know what I'm saying? Probably a decent offensive coordinator, but he's not a head coach material. You know what I'm saying? He stuck with Jason Garrett for too long. Now you bring in Mike McCarthy. Unless Mike McCarthy is one of those, he's too much of a nice guy. In my book, to tell Jerry, yo, Jerry, man, fuck you.
Yeah, but
You know
that's
what
what
I'm saying?
happens when you got all that fucking money, though.
Yeah, but guess what? When you hire a head coach and you sign him to a contract and you fire him, you still gotta pay him that money, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Matt Rule. The Panthers fired him, and even though he's coaching college, Panthers still gotta pay that man some money.
That's true,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So he getting millions of dollars from the Panthers, whether he coaching or not.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I
You
hear
know,
you. I hear
not everybody can Bobby Bonilla people. You know what I'm saying?
you.
I'm sorry, I had to throw that dig in there because that if I would hire Bobby Bonilla's fucking agent because that man is still getting paid $1 million to this day from the Mets.
Jesus.
He hasn't played like in 15 years.
Shit. I want his fucking agent also. We fucking get paid millions of dollars to do a podcast. I haven't turned on my computer in like 80 years.
Yo, but
Shit.
imagine that. Like, no matter what you do, you know you're gonna get paid $1 million. I mean, I think it's almost close to running out, but that's a good fucking run. 15 years without playing, and you get $1 million.
That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, Joseph, the Panthers. You know what? I don't know if they're in shambles because, as you can see in the NFL nowadays, it don't take that long to turn a team around. You know, you hire the right coach. You know what I'm saying? You hire good, you draft good players or you sign good players. Now think about that. The McCaffrey contract is off their books. I mean, I think, yeah, they don't owe him any more guarantee money. You know, the biggest contract that they have on that team, I think, is DJ Moore right now because he just signed like an extension. So that team is going to have, you know, some high draft picks, a bunch of draft picks, and a bunch of money to play with. Now all they need is the right man, the right GM that knows what the fuck he's doing. You know, and the reason your reason the reason Matt Rule is no longer at the Panthers is because he was like, yo, I want Baker Mayfield as my quarterback. And we all know what went down from there. Now
Wrong.
think about it. Think about it. They don't have Baker Mayfield contract on the books no more. Sam Donald is also off the books come next year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like the Panthers are going to have a shitload of money to throw at people.
They can get OBJ if they wanted to.
OBJ ain't going to Carolina.
Where do you think he
OBJ
ends up? Back on the
I'm a
Giants?
I'm a greedy motherfucker. I would love to have him back on my Giants simply because he can be back on my Giants and then send Dave Gettleman a letter talking about, yo, kiss my motherfucking ass, you racist white piece of trash. Now, many people don't remember this, but when Gettleman was still the GM for the Panthers, you know, and like Gettleman came from the Giants organization. He left the Giants organization because the Giants gave Jerry Reese the GM position instead of him. He was still with the Panthers. They asked him about OBJ, and he said, well, OBJ is not a giant type of player. And this is like a year before he got fired. The year he got fired from the Panthers before he became the Giants GM. The moment he became my Giants GM, I said, this motherfucker gonna get rid of OBJ.
Yep.
And look what happened. The Maras forced him. The Maras and the other player, the other owner, you know, they made him give Odell that contract. But somehow after Odell had that interview with SI with Lil Wayne, Odell did it to himself where he criticized Eli Manning. You know what I'm saying? Like Eli Manning was the Giants' golden boy at that time.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yo, see that? He's criticizing Eli Manning. We should really get rid of him." And Marizon the Tish, that's the other owner's name, Tish. They were like, "Okay, yeah, see what you can get for him." But this how stupid this motherfucker is. When the Giants had the number 2 overall pick in the draft, the year that Baker went 1, this motherfucker did not listen to any trades for that number 2 pick. It wasn't like he didn't like any trades that they offered him. He did not listen to any trades.
Shit.
Like
And
so
who he
he
draft?
he drafted Barkley at number 2.
Okay. I
But
mean,
check this out. Listen, I love Barkley, but in that draft, you could have traded number 2 away. All right, and still, let's say you trade away, you trade away with the Colts because the Colts traded down with the Jets. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You could have had a chance at Quentin Nelson. So and you know who went in the second round of that draft to Cleveland? Nick Chubbs.
Huh?
Nick Chubbs was drafted in that year. He went in the second round.
Shit, that would have been a good replacement for Barkley.
Well, no, Barkley. They were both in that same draft. So think about this: you give
No,
Eli
I'm saying
Manning,
if he
you give
traded
Eli
the
Manning,
second.
you give. No, no, now let's play devil's advocate here. You trade back. Now you're able to draft Quentin Nelson. So now you give Eli Manning a beast of a fucking offensive lineman as Quentin Nelson. And in the second round, because in the second round, they took Will Hernandez. So the Giants took Will Hernandez before the Browns took Nick Chubb. So let's say you draft Quentin Nelson. You trade back, you draft Quentin Nelson. Right? In that very same draft, you can draft Nick Chubb. So now you gave Eli Manning, Quentin Nelson, Nick Chubb, and because you traded down and they gave you some draft picks in that draft, you can still find people like the Colts guy found your man Leonard Leonard in the third round. So if you have the right GM, you can do a lot of things,
Yeah.
but you have to have GM.
Damn. Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yeah.
Oh, people are reacting with the OBJ stuff. The only person to come back to be the next season was Adrian Peterson. Well, here's the thing with OBJ. This is his second ACL that he's coming back from. Right. And look at Barkley. Barkley came back from an ACL, but it took him a whole year of playing to come back. And you're right. The only player I saw come back after an ACL and kill it was Adrian Peterson. And the crazy thing is that Adrian Peterson came back after 6 months. That's scary. Adrian Peterson was not human.
Yeah.
All right, but we're gonna do these picks now.
Yeah, we can do the picks. I already got Kenny's picks. I'll let y'all know who he picked, so that way y'all don't be like, yo, we didn't even know he picked. So Kenny picked the Rams, the Bills, the Bengals, the Cowboys, the Lions, the Giants, the Ravens, which I don't know why he picked the Ravens if Lamar Jackson ain't gonna be quarterback.
I don't know why he picked the Rams if they got no Stafford.
Yeah. He might not know that. The Jaguars, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, the 49ers, the Dolphins, and the Cardinals. Those are his picks.
Okay.
Pick or bet. Oh, pick, okay, bet. What? Come on, Joseph. Can't be putting these cryptic messages in. You know I don't read.
You know he don't read good grammar.
Word. English isn't my first language. Gibberish was.
Joseph, I don't think OBJ goes to the Packers. I really don't. OBJ is looking to go to a team that he can market. You know, the Giants, as much as this pains me to say, the Cowboys, you know, the only thing I can see him maybe going to the different direction would probably be the Bills because he wants a second ring. You know, because he come back from ACL, helps a team win. The Bills win the chip, and he got 2 rings. If he say healthy next year, he can say, "Yo, I'm 30 years old. I'm healthy. I got 2 rings. I want this kind of money."
Yo, but do you think that if Aaron Rodgers was going to be there longer than maybe next year, he would have went
I
to the
think
Packers?
I think Rodgers is going after this year. I think he says, "Yo, I'm going to retire," even though he has like 2 or 3 more years left on his contract.
Yeah.
I honestly think he goes, "Yo, I'm going to retire." Think about it. They trade away his best wide receiver.
Yep.
You know, again, the year before that, they draft a quarterback in the first round. Yo, the man is still in his prime. You have not drafted any wide receiver higher than the second round since you drafted Devontae Adams. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to draft a
Yeah.
quarterback? And it's not like, no, your man Love was being fucking showered with praise coming out of college. Everybody was saying, "Yo, he's a project." But you're going to waste the 20th overall pick on a project? When you have Aaron Rodgers, who literally just won the MVP, and to spite you, won it the very next year, you drafted a quarterback. It's stupid.
Yeah. Shit.
All right. You ready? You ready for my picks? I'll throw my picks out right now.
Yeah. Fuck this shit. Get off this fucking. I don't know what. I got my iPad and some shit popped up.
Yeah, we all know what popped up. Pornhub.
X videos, right? I'm classy. All right, who you got?
Let me get the Raiders.
The Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
All right.
Let me get the Bungles.
All right.
Let me get the Cowgirls. Uh, Let me get the Vikes. I'll take the Giants.
Yeah, I smell an upset this week. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so. Let me take the steel curtain. You know what? Let me take the Jags. I think the Titans are gonna go on the downward spiral right about now. Let me get the Chiefs.
Even with their running back?
Think about it. Henry's the only thing on that team. They got no tight end to really stretch the field.
Yeah.
You know, they have no Robert Woods. I thought was going to be at least a decent number 2. He looking like a number 3. Yeah, your man Burks came back, but he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? You know, and Tannehill, he's a decent quarterback, but he needs to have a tight end to make him to be better. And they just don't have a tight end.
Yeah.
Ever since they got rid of your man Smith, who went up to sign with the Pats, they haven't found a good tight end to that gels with Tannehill.
And then isn't the Jaguars the number 1 rush defense or some shit like that?
Yeah, I think so. Let me get the Hawks.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks simply because fucking 49ers are down to the third string quarterback. It's tough.
Yeah, Garoppolo broke his foot, right?
Yeah, he's gone. He's out. Your man is their second string. The guy they drafted number 2 overall last year is out too. They're down to the third string.
Shit. So Kenny got it.
Debo hurt a little bit. He's not 100%. I mean, yeah, you still got McCaffrey and all that stuff, but I think this is when Brady starts to turn it around.
Yeah. 'Cause you saw how tight he was last game. Make a fucking play.
Yeah, well, Brady's always been that kind of fiery kind of guy. Even when he was, his like second year on the Pats, or when he was the starter. Not when he was on the bench, when he was a starter. He always had a fiery personality. But I think this is when he's gonna rally the troops. The next game is fucking tough, but I think the Finns pull it out.
All
And
right.
then let me get the Pats.
Okay, you going with the Patriots? All right, all right.
Well,
Man, Brady about to get hurt out there.
I don't know when Murray's coming back. And to tell you the truth, even if Murray comes back, the Cardinals don't play good in November and December. It's like the last 3 years, like they start off great, and then in November, December, it's like they just fucking just free falling off a cliff. They barely made the playoffs last year, and then we also what happened in that playoff game. I mean, Kyler got smacked.
Yeah. But
Joseph, to tell you the truth, I think if Brady get hurt and it's not like something like an ACL, but something that he can come back like and be ready by next year, I think he comes back next year just to fucking piss people off. I mean,
piss off Giselle.
he already lost Giselle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And,
it's like
like,
damn, this shit's never happy.
yeah, my man. Again, when that situation's a little bit tricky, I'm pretty sure he promised that after that Super Bowl he's gonna retire. But like, how bad could it be living with that woman that after what, 3 weeks or a couple of days, he was like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna go back to playing football.
She probably went shopping for like groceries and shit, and he saw the bill and was like, "Nope, I gotta play at least 2 more years."
But bro, she's still getting checks, but from Victoria's Secrets.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
You know,
But
but
yeah,
like I tell somebody, and this is something that my boy Ron said a long time ago. No matter how good looking the bitch is, there's some nigga out there that's tired of her shit.
yeah. Yo, word. That's a fucking fact right there.
You should put that shit on a t-shirt.
No
Because
matter how good looking you think you are, there's some nigga tired of your shit.
but man, there's only so many ways to explain how Halle Berry got cheated on. Halle fucking Berry. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Vanessa Williams got cheated on. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Men don't get cheated on. Yeah, men get cheated on more than fucking women get cheated on. That's a known fact.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But we all know that there's a certain percent of the men that they're getting the majority of the pussy.
yep,
You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep.
But there's a lot more good looking women than there are good looking men. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
No, it's true.
But the good looking women, you know, celebrity actresses, singers, and stuff like that. You know, these women they still get cheated on. It's like, yo, no matter how good you look, somebody's tired of your shit.
Word. Word.
Yo, Joseph is ready for Giselle's OnlyFans link.
I mean, shit. If it's free, it's for me. Yo,
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure you can go to Victoria's Secret's website or whatever, or just fucking Google Giselle Bundchen's fucking pictures, and you'll see her in lingerie. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. You know what I've been telling people on Friday on our Friday shows, like, you ever see a girl with an OnlyFans link? Check to see if she got a Twitter. Because if she got a Twitter, you're gonna see more of her shit on Twitter than she do on OnlyFans.
Oh, facts.
Shit, there's this one chick I follow on Instagram. She had an OnlyFans link. I'm like, yo, this is $20 a month. Like, nah, I'm good. I found her Twitter. I said, everything that I wanted to see on OnlyFans, I see right here.
Oh yeah, because on Twitter they'll
For free.
post on Twitter they'll post her fucking titties out, pussy out, or whatever they want out. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
they'll be like, "Oh, but join my OnlyFans to see the video." And I'm like, I'm already seeing what I need to see here.
Word. Word. Keep promoting. Shit.
Joseph,
true,
I
though.
want to buy her used lingerie.
Hey, shit. Somebody got to, you can't.
Yo,
You
bro,
gotta
listen,
save the environment. You know what I'm saying?
listen. There's men out there that buy who willing to pay women to send them, used panties, and I mean, the guys out there that fucking pay $30 for OnlyFans is only feet. I mean, there's sick individuals out there. So, man, if it floats your boat, fuck it.
Hey, man, it's easier to do that than to talk to these women nowadays.
That's a whole different podcast for a whole different time.
Yo, dude, on Friday, me and the Pro Wrestling Podcast, we're gonna set up dating website. Like, we're gonna set up dating profiles on a website live on the podcast on Saturday. So me and him, and then every week we're gonna report in like it's the fucking fantasy football. Like, I had to leave with
Yeah,
this bitch.
I'm definitely gonna tune in for that shit.
Shit. But yeah, man, it'd be crazy. I always said it. The taken woman is the easiest woman to bag.
A taken woman?
A taken woman, because she got time for you. A single woman don't got time.
Well, you know what they also say, right? A shoulder to cry on becomes a dick to ride on.
That's it. That's it. Because you could do both. You could lay your head on my shoulder and ride up my shit. Yo, guys, where the fuck are y'all picks? We out here talking about this shit, waiting for y'all picks. Y'all scared? You scared because we fucking you up? Because is a feet guy. I can see Krill being a feet guy. But you gotta have them nice feet, though. You can't have no chubby feet. I don't think Krill's like chubby feet. Them chubby feet with the stubby toes and shit.
Well, listen, I know that's a different podcast, but would you like that more than these fucking toes that look like they got fucking long ass fingers?
Yeah,
Shit,
I mean,
look like she can grab branches and shit and swing from the branches.
yeah, that like they hang over the heels and shit. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know what's funny? I see some chicks that their feet look like grown man hands. It's like, damn, what the fuck you doing? You over here fucking kicking like fucking sugar cane trees and shit. What the fuck you doing?
Wow, that's crazy.
Word.
But Joseph said he set his picks up. I didn't see them unless he sent them directly to you.
Yours are already up.
Okay. So who are we waiting on?
Everybody else, I don't know what. Usually, Roby putting up picks. MJ put up picks last week. Clips used to be putting up picks. Where you put your picks at? You ain't put no picks up here.
So what's the fight going on in the UFC this weekend?
Bashirovich and Ekaliv. Yo, dude, I can't pronounce none of these motherfuckers' names. The UFC turned fucking international on me. Bon
Bro,
Voyage.
it's always been international.
No, I know, but like they got real Russian on it, like Bombayovich and Anakalakavid. Oh, this is for the title.
Okay.
What happened to Glover Teixeira and the other dude? I know the other dude got hurt and he gave up the title, but what happened to Glover Teixeira?
Who knows?
Hold up, nah, wait a minute. How you not gonna put this up? How you say news and there ain't no fucking news here?
Oh, they do that shit all the time.
See this shit? They're fucking slipping, bro. What the fuck happened? Because I know the main event was whoever the fuck that the champion was in the lightweight division in Glover Teixeira. But
Maybe because the dude got hurt, they postponed it.
no, but they got this John Blackawashi, the former champion, is having the title fight against Magnesium Akaluge, Alkaline Battery. Yo, bro, I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. You got a Santiago Bonzim Bimbo and Alex Morano. The only name I recognize is fucking Darren Till. I'll fight anybody. I'll fight anybody at any time. I'm not scared of you.
Boom, gets knocked out.
Yeah. You think Bryce Mitchell's gonna have his fatigue shorts?
Oh man, I hope not.
Word. Who the fuck is this guy? Jazar Shinjo Rajan Shirk.
I see a lot of names there that I don't know.
Yeah, and he's from Submarine.
Where's there where you need him?
Yo, word. Yo, is it me or did Congo? Yeah, Congo and Congo and United States fought. The Chale Lumguini, didn't he fight Jaquan Buckley? Didn't these guys fight? Wasn't that the Taekwondo kick? If I'm not mistaken.
Could be. I don't know. You know, with the UFC, they be switching the cards and then they be throwing everybody off.
Word. I'm looking to see Aaron Balaki up in this motherfucker. Jesus, Patty Pimble. Yo, he's a dude. He can fight, but he be talking. This Owen Hart looking motherfucker be talking a storm, bro. Remember back in the day where you couldn't talk your way out of a paper bag, and now all of a sudden you the number one contender. You ain't even have one fight yet, but you talking shit.
Yeah, I know those. I remember those days.
Nate Marquardt was a fucking number one contender, and that motherfucker couldn't. He didn't say a word.
But like we said last week, when your man Mighty Mouse and Jose, they weren't really talkers, and they were champs for a long time.
Yeah, but yo, listen, Mighty Mouse, he fought though. Like when people
True.
paid to see him fight, that man put on shows.
Yeah, he did.
That's why I don't understand. Yo, the UFC is the promotion. they should be promoting the fighters. Like they do a horrible
You
job
you
promoting the fighters.
UFC wants wants the fighters to be too much like your man's in WWE and cutting promos and shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm a UFC fighter or a boxer. I'm just be like, yo, my man, I'm going in there to try to knock your fucking head off. That's it.
yeah,
I don't care about this back and forth. You want to talk shit, that's fine. But you mentioned something about my family. I might not let you walk out that ring.
no, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Because like,
besides that, oh, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Oh, this and that. I'm like, my man, just fight me. Just fight me in the ring.
yeah, you know
If you
who?
win, you win, you win. But
Yeah,
if I knock you the fuck out, I'm gonna stand over you and be like, really?
yeah.
Probably
this
probably call you a bitch and then walk away.
or this bitch just knocked you out, motherfucker. Yo, that's why I don't. Yo, that's the real reason why I started to not like Ronda Rousey. Because when she had that problem with Misha Tate, they talked so much shit. She beat Misha Tate the first time. Then she
Right.
had that same problem with Misha Tate. She beat Misha Tate the second time. And then she's still giving her problem. I'm like, yo, you're not going to be satisfied until you kill this bitch? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, honestly, you don't need to keep tough. Like, the shit is over with. Why you
But
keep going at like a little girl?
you know what it is? Because to her, Tate was an easy target, and
Yeah.
at that time, it was all about protecting Ronda Rousey.
Yep. And then she was no longer
Holly,
protected with Holly Holmes.
and then Holly Holmes slapped her upside the head with that kick.
Yeah. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I love the way she gets knocked out.
Uh, Bro, like the Holly Holmes kick is funny, but my favorite is the Nunez fight when she gets hit that first time and her eyes get big, like, oh shit.
Yeah, she's like, wait a minute, this bitch can hit. And what
And, and,
happened?
and I'm like, wait, but I thought your boxing was fucking on point.
Yeah,
I
remember
thought
she
you got,
wanted to fight. She wanted to fight
yeah,
Mayweather.
yeah. She's talking about she got hands. Nah, bitch, you ain't got no hands.
You got face. That's the only thing making contact right now is your face.
Yeah,
Shit.
I'm telling you, man. I remember the first time Nunez really co-cocked her. Her eyes just got big, and you can tell that she got scared. Yo, she wanted to run behind the referee in that fight.
Yep. Yeah. Yo, the minute she got exposed, it was over.
Man, the moment the mystique was knocked away by that kick by Holly Holmes, it was over for her.
Yeah.
It was over for her. Everybody. Was like, oh, oh, what? Because everybody's like, oh, Holly Holmes is good and she's decent. But Ronda Rousey got this fight. And I used to tell the people, I was watching, and I was like, yo, Holmes is going to kick the shit out of her. Bro, and when she hit her with that kick, I was up in my seat laughing.
No, yeah. Yeah, yo, dude, the minute I saw, I was like, yo, she got nothing. She can't even throw a punch. She was throwing punches landing on the floor. I'm like, how, Sway? Like, what'd you do to yourself? Yo, Joseph, where your picks at, bro? Because you're the only one in here right now. I just put my picks in, so I'll tell y'all my picks, all right? I got the Raiders, the Jets, because this whole season, I says I'm not going against the Jets. I don't give a fuck who they playing. The Bengals,
All right.
the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Giants. I feel like the Giants are going to take it this week. The Steelers, because fuck Lamar Jackson. I mean, Lamar Jackson's out, but that motherfucker disappointed me, and I think the Steelers are going to take it against the fucking Ravens. The Jaguars, because they're my second favorite team. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, and he been on point. The Seahawks is I need Geno Smith to do something. He's my quarterback right now. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks, the Dolphins, and the Cardinals. Because I also got Connor and Hopkins, so I need them to do something too.
There you go.
Nah, Joseph, I can't see your picks at all.
Yeah, I didn't see them all either. I didn't see them at all.
Word, unless you in somebody else's chat.
Dum dum dum. So Joseph's the only one in the chat. There's MJ left.
I think so. He just wanted to use us for a trade.
It's for a soundboard.
Yeah, that motherfucker. I hit up Krills. I'm like, yo, where's your picks at? He want to act like he's sick. Talking about he got the flu and shit.
It's the flu. Okay.
And be like, we ain't at work. You ain't got a lot of us. All right, he got the Raiders. The Bills. You picked the
The Bills.
fucking Bills over the Jets, you asshole.
I picked the Bills over the Jets.
No, I know, but fucking Joseph did that shit on purpose. He did it to fuck with me. You got the Cowgirls, the Lions, the Sheagles,
We all picked the Bills.
not all. I picked the
Nah,
Jets.
yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
the whole fucking chat picked the fucking. Yo, shut up, Kenny. Before I erase your picks. Yo, Kenny, you do know that you pick teams that have hurt players, right? The 49ers don't have their quarterback. The Titans. The Chiefs. The Quiffs. The 49ers. The Dolphins. The Patriots, the Cheaterits.
I knew who those were. They are who they thought we are. They are.
Word.
You don't get those good sound bites from head coaches no more.
No, seriously. Are you missing one? Yeah, you missing one. The
Yeah, I think the
Seahawks.
Panthers the
Yeah, the
Panthers and the
Panthers.
Seahawks.
The Panthers. Come on, Joseph. You always missing one, man. This is why I put it on the screen. Doesn't matter that they are still going to win. Yeah, but yo, you pick. The 49ers ain't got Garoppolo. Who the fuck else? You picked the Ravens. They ain't got Lamar Jackson.
Nah, he better keep up on his own stuff, man. Don't be telling him who hurt or whatever.
That's
Come on
true.
now.
That's true. Yo, Kenny, you did the worst out of this week. You only got 7.5 points right. All right. I'll send this shit to Krills and then he can add his teams. Well, he got to add his team soon because we can't be.
Nah. He going back. He gonna go back on Saturday or Sundays and change his picks.
Word.
Can't trust him.
Sunday night, he's gonna put his picks in. Like, see, I got all them right. Hey, motherfucker.
That would be fucking funny.
Word. But there you go. We got listen, it's just me, you, Kenny, Joseph, and that's it. And nobody else got the balls to pick this week. It's all right though. Yo, we've been getting better with our picks, except for Kenny. Kenny's getting progressively worse. He started off strong, but he getting worse.
Progressively worse.
Word. Picking the Lions and shit. You know my man Cook is the running back for the fucking Vikings. You don't pick the Lions. What's wrong with y'all?
Hey, listen, I picked the Lions last week.
Nah, I hear you.
Lions put up points. They do.
Yeah. But the fucking Vikings beat the Jets, so there's no way that the Lions gonna beat the Vikings.
Yeah, everybody beats the Jets.
Shit, not this season. But shit.
Listen, man, it is what it is. I like Dan Campbell. I liked him as a head coach.
Yeah. I like this coach too. We got a solid defense. He actually, unlike fucking Todd Bowles, he actually shows some kind of fucking emotion. But like, yo, every time something happened on the Jets, Bowles just like this.
I mean, but did you blame him? Did you see the players that he was given?
I hear you, but Jesus, I've been like, yo, bro, are you watching the game? Like, are you just standing there just because you need somebody to stand there? Like, what the fuck, bro? Are they paying you just to stand there? Like, yo, be black. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, but if he be black, then you gonna have people complain that he being black.
No, it's like that's all they're paying him to do. Just like stand there, be black. Don't even act black, just be black. That's it. Just stand there. Like him and Sanchez, I didn't understand. Cause Sanchez will sit on the bench, won't look at the screen for shit. He won't talk to nobody for the play. He'll just sit down like motherfucker, I wrote the playbook. I know this shit already. And then Bo's just sitting there like, well, they called the bullshit play on us. Fuck it.
Yeah, but Bowles was the defensive coordinator. He's a defensive guy. So your Jets defense under Bowles were pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you tell people, no matter how good your players are, your coaches are, if the players can't execute, it don't mean shit. You can call a perfect play, but if the fucking players don't execute the fucking play, it don't mean shit, bro. Like, you know how many times, and this is how many times I watch a Giants game and there'll be a wide receiver dumb open by himself. You know what I'm saying? You get him, you throw him the ball, he catches it, probably gonna be a touchdown. This nigga's gonna check it down to Barkley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even that play against Philly last year when he fucking tripped on fucking shoelaces that weren't fucking there. You had one job, just run. My man, you could have literally gone from like sprinting to jogging and still scored the touchdown. But you tripped and you fell. You goofy ass motherfucker. Again,
Shit.
public service announcement. Fuck Daniel Jones.
Yo, Joseph, if the Lions win out the season, what there's like 4 more games, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is week 13. 4 more games.
Yeah, so they'll be 9-7. They would be in the hunt. Yeah. It'd be like the Cowboys. Well, I don't know, man. They're right now.
That would have to be the Cowboys lose a couple of games.
Yeah. Right now, if the season ends today, they're out of the playoffs.
Correct. And if the season ended today, you think you have all four teams in NFC East making the playoffs, or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah. Vikings already clinched the playoffs.
No, no, they haven't clinched the. They have. If they clinch the division, they clinch the playoffs because that
Yeah.
that division is stupid. You would have think that the Packers would have won that division, especially after last year. But no Devontae Adams, and you got kids playing wide receivers for them and dropping wide open passes. Got your man making your man Aaron Rodgers talking about retirement.
Word.
You know, shit is so fucked up. You got talking about Lil Wayne talking about, oh, we should have traded Rodgers. And truthfully, I when I saw that shit, I wanted a fucking. If I had Lil Wayne's fucking like phone number, cause fuck a Twitter. I'm not gonna fucking send you a tweet. I'm gonna call you and be like, yo, my man, whatever drugs you doing, stop.
Word.
It's been 3 years and your man fucking Love is not even ready to be a fucking quarterback.
Nah, yeah, for real. So if the Chiefs win and the Chargers lose, they clinch the division. And if the Minnesota clinches the division if they win this week. And Philadelphia, if they win or tied, they clinch. And San Francisco lost and the Seahawks lose. All right, so if Philly just can't lose, and then San Francisco and the Seahawks gotta lose to clinch.
Okay, yeah, not to clinch this division or to clinch a playoff spot.
Clinch a playoff spot.
Okay,
Looks like they ain't clinching this week.
I hope not, cause fuck the Eagles.
Nah, I hear you.
From the bottom of my heart.
I hear you. Yo, the fucking Jets are still. They got a chance. They got a fucking chance.
Yo, at this end, this is all you want. You want your team to have a chance.
Yeah.
I tell people straight out. Everybody goes, "Oh, the Giants this, the Giants that." I'm like, "Yeah, my man, I'm having a great time right now with the Giants." Oh, but how can you say that they've looked horrible the last couple of weeks? It's like I only expected them to win 5 games this year. They got 7.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they started off good. They started off real good. The NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now going to Joseph stuff, the NFL needs to get rid of the ties. I don't know, because it's not like soccer's you can do penalty kicks and stuff like that. What are you going to have them do? Just kick field goals? Just keep pushing it back. I mean, like I guess you can do the college thing where you put them at the 20. And if they score a touchdown, you let the team come back to score a touchdown. Or you at least give you give the both teams a shot to win. You know what I'm saying? But let's say after,
what you could do is you have each team kick a field goal from the 50-yard line, and if no one makes it, then you start the game all over again.
Nah, it's just. I mean,
my man was like, "I'm not trying to watch 8 hours of football, not this game."
I mean, if it's like 34-34. But if my fucking game is like 3 all, I don't want to watch that shit. That means the offense sucks. I don't want to watch no fucking 4 more hours of fucking an offense that can't fucking move the ball 5 yards.
3 and outs.
But yeah, like Joseph, yeah, I get it. The NFL is now, they do the kickoff or whatever. I say, you know what? I know college usually does it at the 20-yard line. I say, yo, fuck it, put it at the 35-yard line. You know, if the first team scores a field goal, you give it to the other team. If they come back and they score a touchdown, game is over. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they should do away with the tie. They should definitely be a winner. It's just like, and they should, to me, they should keep it sudden death. But after the first overtime and nobody wins, you play another sudden death. Whoever wins, whoever scores first wins. If
Yeah,
you don't like that, then stop me.
yeah,
Because if you're gonna do the kickoffs, and like the sudden death works if you're gonna do the kickoffs. But if you're not gonna do a kickoff and you're gonna do college where you're gonna put it at 35, then you really can't make it a sudden death because you have to give the other team a chance to score.
yeah.
You know, it's tough.
Yeah, but they probably figure some shit out. This whole season, there's only been 2 ties, so
Well, look, during the regular season, they're not doing that playoff shit. In the playoff, that's where they're doing the fucking everybody gets the ball at least once. In the regular season, they still have it as sudden death. If you score a touchdown, you score a field goal, doesn't matter if it's your first, second, or third possession, you win. That's it. First person to score wins. And I mean, I'm okay with that because I'm old school. I'm an old school guy when it comes to football. I like my defense. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So yeah, if you don't want me to score, stop me. Like I don't not a big Belichick fan, but I remember one time when somebody goes, "Oh, you feel bad about running up the score?" He goes, "I'm not running up the score. I'm just playing my game. If you don't like it, stop me."
yeah. I mean, shit. That's your point. Unless you gonna fucking quit, we playing football.
This ain't Pee Wee League. It ain't no
Yeah,
mercy rule here.
word, quit, motherfucker.
As your man from Apollo said, throw the damn towel. They ain't no throwing in the damn towel. You got to
Word.
play 60 minutes.
Yep. And if your bitch ass can't stop these motherfuckers, well then there you go. They're gonna score
That's
all
that's
day.
that's not my problem.
Word.
I don't care if it's fucking. I mean, now granted, if I'm winning by 30 and there's 2 minutes left to go in the game, I'm gonna take a couple of knees. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if it's the fourth quarter and I'm up by 30, I'm still trying to score.
Yep. Cause yo, there could be a freak accident and the other team could
Well, my
catch up.
man, look at the game with the Cowboys and the Colts going into the fourth quarter. The Cowboys only winning by like a touchdown.
Yeah.
The final score was 54. What happened in the fourth quarter? They had like 3 picks, 2 fumbles. Like that's shit like that can happen.
Yeah. Anything can happen in foosball.
It's the devil.
Shit,
I
but
was
on that,
I was just watching that movie the other day. I love that movie.
yeah, yeah. Yo, those fucking classics, man.
It's
But
one
yo,
of
on
it's one of Adam Sandler's better movies.
it is. It is. You notice most of the ones that revolve around some kind of sport are like his best movies.
I'll give you that one. Happy Gilmore. You
Waterboy.
know,
Even this other movie with the basketball where he's training the basketball dude.
yeah, the hustle.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
I mean, he has some good ones. The one he did with was it on Netflix? Like I think
Oh,
him and Jennifer Aniston, they get accused of murder or some shit like that. That was actually a pretty good movie. It was funny.
Shit, I don't think I've seen that one. I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, I mean, don't go in there fucking expecting fucking Oscar winning performances.
Nah, I don't do that with.
You know,
I don't do
like,
that with Sandler.
yeah. Listen, man. My cousin, may he rest in peace. I remember one of the Transformer movies. I think it was the other side of the moon or whatever.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, was that the first Mark Wahlberg movie?
Uh, I think so.
Yeah. So I go in there and I loved it. And he was like, "Nah, it wasn't a good movie." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa! I didn't say it was a good movie. I said I just enjoyed it." He
Yeah,
goes, "Yeah, but the acting." I'm like, "Yo, my man, it's Mark Wahlberg. If you expected an Academy Award winning performance out of Mark Wahlberg, you're barking up the wrong tree." I
yeah,
go,
yeah.
it's a Michael Bay movie. I'm expecting explosions and fucking CGI to the wazoo. That's what I got. I'm happy. That's it.
Yo, seriously, it's like you asking for too much from Marky Mark.
Yeah. Like I looked at that movie and I'm like, okay, it's Marky Mark. Your man Sneaky Sneaky was still in there. My man Sneaky Sneaky, I love him. He's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
besides that, you're like, okay, I mean, his daughter's hot. I'd do her. What else you got to look for the movie? Optimus Prime transforming or any Transformers transforming is cool as shit. No matter how many times you see it,
yeah,
you know. And then you expect the action scenes, motherfuckers getting shot at. The Transformers. Going from vehicle mode to fucking robot mode. You know, and explosions. After that, if that's what you get out of a Michael Bay movie, just be happy.
yeah. Seriously. Oh, all right. So you got Transformers: Age of Extinction, The Last Night. How many was he in? He was only in 2, right?
I think he did 3.
No, he just did those 2. I'm on
He
his
just did those
IMDb.
2?
Yeah. So the
Okay.
first one was Age of Extinction.
Okay.
I think Dark Side of the Moon was the one where Shia LaBeouf broke his, like, fucked up his hand, and they had to like get skin from his thigh. And what's going on, Nino? The way they
Okay.
had to get skin from his thigh and put it on his hand. That might have been the last Shia LaBeouf movie.
Yeah, yeah, that was. I think that was. But it's like even those. I mean, truth. I was looking your man transforming and my
Yeah.
homegirl Megan Fox. That's about it. After that, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, I went in there to see the Transformers. I was like, yo, fuck all these humans. I want to see these robots.
I saw all these robots, and then I saw Megan Fox. I was like, oh shit, that
Yeah, you
bitch
gotta
bad.
love the thigh into the gene.
Of course.
No,
And then
yeah.
your man Bumblebee. Yo, when he started playing Baby Come Back, I was dying in that movie theater.
Yeah, word. Baby, come back.
Else, yo, I was laughing my ass off in that movie, and people were looking at me, and I'm like, yo, my man, if y'all don't know that song, I don't know where y'all fucking been at.
Word, word. Shit, that was kind of like me in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one, the remake.
Okay.
I was in the theater by myself, and people like, this movie ain't all that. But when they're in the elevator and they start beatboxing, I was like,
Oh yeah,
okay. I was like, okay, let's get it. And people were looking like, really? I was like, yo, my man, this is the best part of the fucking movie. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me this at least. Shit.
yeah,
This is the first time I'm seeing Michelangelo be Michelangelo. Like, come on.
for real.
It's like, shit, motherfuckers.
I tell people, man, you gotta enjoy the little things. That's
Yeah.
why that's why the Giants being 7-4-1, I'm happy. I expect them to be fucking 5 and what was it, 19 games. I expect them to be like 5 and fucking 14.
Yo, not for nothing. I expected the Jets to be a joke. It just turns out Zach Wilson is the one that's the problem.
Man, I listen. I think the kid has too much talent to give up on him that quick.
Yeah, I think he just lost the team.
I think he did.
The immaturity.
But yeah, but you know, I mean, what is he? He's like 21.
Yeah, he's still a baby.
You know what I'm saying? Now, before the end of the year, if he comes, and he don't have to do it in public. You know, and that's the shit that pisses me off. And people's like, oh no, he has to do it in public. No, he don't. He don't owe y'all motherfuckers nothing. The only
Yeah.
motherfucker he has to fucking apologize to is the other fucking 52 people on that team and the coaches. You do it in the locker room, Millie, yo, guys. I'm sorry. I had my head up my ass. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a part of this team. Let me come in next year and earn my spot.
Yeah.
If he does that shit with humility, I guarantee you the team would be like, all right. He's showing maturity.
Yeah, because he didn't offend me, especially with Mike White playing good. Like, shit, he actually did us a fucking favor.
All right, let's cut that crap. Mike White played good against the fucking Bears.
He played good against... Who the fuck did we just play? The Vikings. He was all right. You know, the only problem is every time Garrett Wilson got a fucking big play, they took him off the field. I think that was a big problem because Garrett Wilson just got a 40-yard fucking reception, and then you take him off the field. The defense is like, all right, there's no threat out here.
Right, because nobody takes Corey Davis as a threat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you left Wilson out there, at least it would relieve some of the pressure on other people, and you could have, threw the ball somewhere else. It's like, shit, man, how the fuck? You notice, every time he's out there, we get a big play, either from Knight or from Wilson. But the minute they take Wilson off the field, we can't go down the fucking 20-yard line. We can't get past the 20-yard line.
You keep Wilson on the field, that opens it up for your tight end, your man Conklin, that used to be on the Vikings last year. You know what I'm saying? And let's even say that your man Corey Davis can finally get his head out of his ass. And you put him on the same side as Wilson, whatever. Corey Davis got speed. I'm not gonna say he don't got speed, but this man and concentrating on catching passes are not in the same sentence.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But at least he'll be open or whatever. And the name of the game is happening. You got to have weapons out on the field. If you're taking a weapon off of the field, you know what I'm saying? That's one less person the other team got to worry about.
Yep. And when it comes to the Jets, we ain't got that many people, apparently, that's out there catching it like Wilson. So you got to leave him as much as you can. People like, yo, you got to give him a rest. Like, if he can't run 40 yards without coming back on the fucking field, I don't know what he's doing there.
Yeah, I'm going to be truthful. Unless he got slammed to the floor and, he got
the
that
wind knocked out
of him, he is a fucking, in the prime, he's a prime specimen, and, in the NFL.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he can run 40 yards 15 times in a row and still be able to breathe better than me running that shit one time.
Seriously.
I just don't get it. Oh, we don't want to overwork him. We want to tax him. But you want to win the game, don't you?
Right? That's what I want to do. Shit.
You got to put the players on the field that's going to help you win the games.
Yep. And we gotta take the defense off, as much as possible, because our defense be on the field a lot.
Yo, mine too.
And I don't know if you saw, but like towards the middle of the game, we started hitting these Vikings hard. It was almost like, yo, y'all bitches right now, boof. Like they were trying to do anything they could. They started
I
hitting these
feel you.
motherfuckers.
I feel you. You know, sometimes you gotta, sometimes you gotta fear them. You gotta make them feel you.
Word.
Like I said last week. A lot of the rules for wide receiver has changed. I grew up watching football, in the mid to late '80s, the '90s, where fucking the cornerbacks used to mug the wide receivers.
Yeah.
You know, that's why when I tell people, I say, the fact that Jerry Rice put up those numbers in that era of play, he the goat when it comes to wide receivers. I don't give a fuck who you think is better than Jerry Rice. No.
Nah, seriously, yeah. Like you was allowed to kill people back in the day.
Yeah, my man. I tell people, see, go back and watch highlights of wide receivers coming through the middle and then getting hit by a guy go look up Ronnie Lott and the way he used to decapitate some of these wide receivers. And those were no flags called.
Yeah.
Nowadays, wide receiver go over the middle and you blow in his ear and they calling the flag.
Shit. I think you would have got hit hard going into paint and basketball back in the day than you do now in the fucking
Oh,
football game.
yo, bro, I remember the '90s. Fucking, you got Detroit, you got the Knicks. You know, I love it when people go, "Oh, well, LeBron would dominate because he's more athletic." I'm like, nah, he wouldn't dominate. LeBron too much of a bitch.
There ain't no flopping back in them days.
Yeah, my man, you fly back in them days. The whole team was looking at you like, my man, what are you doing?
Yeah. Seriously.
I tell people straight out, I said, you want to know why I know LeBron the bitch? The man is 6'8", solid 250. Coming down the court, gets bumped by like somebody like fucking Steph Curry. He gonna flop like 15 yards.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
my
it's
man,
true.
are you kidding me?
It's true. Cause if you think about it, back in the day, LeBron would have went down the lane, dunked it on somebody, and that would have been the last time they let him do that shit for free.
My man, Charles Oakley would have put an elbow in his fucking chest.
Every time he went down there. Every
Okay.
time he went down there. I remember that was part of the rules. Like, yo, if you can't stop this dude, then you're gonna have to hurt him. You're gonna have to make him afraid to come down this motherfucker.
That's right. That's
Shit.
right. I tell people straight out. I tell people straight out. So the shit that's funny to me is, when players talk about, the different eras. I'm like, yo, let me tell you something. You want to know how I know that some of these players nowadays won't survive in the '80s? I go, nowadays you have specialists, 3-point specialists.
Yeah.
Man, you didn't have that back in the '80s and the '90s. If you couldn't play both offense and defense, you wasn't getting on the court.
Yeah. No, because even like Reggie Miller was a 3-point specialist, but he was also a fucking defensive juggernaut and the leader of his fucking team. He wasn't
Right,
just doing threes out there, you know?
right. And even though Jordan was on a bunch of all defensive teams, Jordan was a fucking hack. I remember watching games where Jordan was trying to swipe the ball from like somebody like a John Starks, and you can clearly hear him smack John Starks' arm. No foul call. But meanwhile, your man Charles Barkley or Dennis Rodman used to look at the official like, what? And they get a tech right away.
No, yeah, they did. Towards the main shit, they did protect Jordan.
Oh yeah, yeah. But it is what it is. I
No,
mean,
yeah,
Daniel, Jordan got all his with this with one team. Yeah, but all those teams were all balanced.
yeah, but
If you look at the teams that when LeBron James was in the East, there was no team that was competing against Cleveland. Just wasn't.
yeah,
It
no,
was
it's
like
true.
it was like LeBron James' team was like up here, and then everybody else was like 10 spots below.
Yeah. But also back in the days, the GMs actually did their fucking jobs when it came to teams. They were like, yo, what does Jordan need? He needs another guy that could take the pressure off him. All right, let's get Pippen. What does he need now? He needs a guy that can rebound. Let's get Rodman. Nowadays, what does LeBron need to do? Go to another fucking team. What? You
And
can't make
recruit.
trade? Yeah, you
And
can't make
recruit.
trade. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck is this?
I tell people straight out, I said the funniest thing right now, and especially in basketball, is that people wanted to play with each other. Oh, I want to play with that guy. I want to play with that guy. Yeah, you never heard Michael Jordan say, I want to play with Larry Bird, or Larry Bird say, I want to play with Michael Jordan. Like, they hated each other.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was one of those they wanted to beat Jordan. Because even Barkley
Yeah.
said it. He's like, if I really wanted a championship, I would have went to Chicago and played with Jordan.
Right.
But he was like, he wanted to beat Jordan.
Daniel,
yeah, I think
Daniel, no, John Stockton was not a 3-point specialist. On those Utah teams, John Hornacek was a 3-point specialist. John Stockton just knew how to run that pick and roll. Now, John Stockton hit you that 15, 18-foot jump shot. But John Stockton was not scaring people from 3-point land. But I'll give you that. Larry Bird used to sing 3-0 days, and he can still guard point and rebound. Now, Larry Bird would tell you, I'm going to go to that corner and shoot a 3 in your face, and you can't stop me, and then go and do it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, John Stockton wasn't a 3-point specialist. He was a damn good point guard with some of the shortest, tightest shorts you've ever seen in my life.
That was the style back in the day.
Yeah, but even when the style changed, he still kept. I remember when the style changed and Malone was wearing the longer shorts. Stockton still had them short shorts.
Those are his lucky shorts.
Well, maybe in the regular season, but not in the playoffs.
Nah, not in the playoffs.
But listen, man, I tell you the truth. When it comes to, you have a little bit more skills. You have more athleticism in today's game in both basketball. I mean, you know what? In all three major sports, basketball, football, baseball, but the fundamentals of the sports have been lost because like in baseball, a lot of people is either home run or strikeout. I tell people straight out, I'm like, yo, if I'm a home run hitter, man, I see the play. Do you see the thing that kills me is the shifts. Like I play if I'm hitting left-handed. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 people on the right side and 1 person on the left, and you still see this person trying to pull the ball.
Yeah.
Yo, hit that shit out of the way. I guarantee you lay a bunt, you can go to second base by the time the guy that's at short gets the ball by the third baseline.
No, seriously, those shifts are ridiculous now. Like when they were doing that shit against the Yankees, I was like, yo, my man, just all you gotta do is tap that shit to third. Tap it to third.
Like your man had Big Gilbert. Tap, tap, tap. Tappity tap, taparoo.
That's it.
Yeah, you probably get a second base before somebody even touches that ball.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Fucking James Harden would not be playing basketball at all back in the day.
Hell no. James Harden was scoring so many points because he had that step back, and and half his points would come from the 3-point line. But back in the day, somebody would be like, "Yo, man, take all the jump shots you want. You gonna try to come in his lane, and somebody gonna slap that fucking beard off your fucking face."
Yep. And back in the day where they actually had centers.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't doing that to Mutombo. He wasn't doing that to Shaq. He wasn't doing that to Ewan.
He wasn't doing that to Olajuwon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rick Smits from fucking the Pacers. Back in the days they had legit big men.
Yep. And I still believe that's what you need to win nowadays.
I was at the Brooklyn Nets game the other day, and the tallest player on the Nets was fucking Durant, and they had him as forward. As a matter of fact, when they was doing their starting lineup, they had 3 forwards and 2 guards. I'm like, my man, where's my center? Like they don't even acknowledge the center position anymore. It's 3 forwards and 2 guards.
Yep.
Dude, that I was scratching my head. I'm like, yo, I know it's 2 forwards, 2 guards, and a center.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck is going on here? And I think the rent was like 7, like they call him at 6'11" or whatever, and then the other 2 guys were like, one was 6'8", and the other guy was like maybe 6'9", 6'10". And I'm like, technically, the rent is your center.
Yep. And he ain't got the physicality to be a center.
Nah, the I tell you the truth, the only player in the league right now that I see that's like old school is your man Steve Adams.
From the
I don't know where he's at
OKC?
now, but he used to be in OKC.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, I see.
I don't know where he's at right now, but your man, he played like the old school guys used to play.
Yeah.
Nowadays, your man Anthony Davis is the tallest person on the fucking court. He want to go try to take threes.
Yeah, I never understood that.
Yo, my man, if I was a head coach, I was like, yo, my man, if I see you taking the 3, I'm gonna sit you down.
Words like get the rebound.
Yo, my man, just go to the basket and put your hand up. You're literally like fucking 3 feet taller than everybody else.
Word, or just stand underneath the basket. I'm gonna give you the ball and just fucking skyhook it into something. Remember that?
Yeah, my man.
Feed
I
the ball
remember
to the fucking center and let him fucking get it.
Yeah, my man, Anthony Davis, the tallest motherfucker on the court. It's different for people like European players. Your man, Luca, and the guy that was on Porzingis, who was on the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes they're tall. You know what I'm saying? Like Porzingis is 7'3". You know what I'm saying? But he was brought up to be a shooter. He ain't never gonna be a center.
Nah, he's too skinny to be a center.
I mean, look, you had Magnu Bow when he was skinny fuck and he would play center. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not about being too skinny. It's like, in growing up in Europe, they don't really teach how do people play center. You know what I'm saying? Your man Dirk, jump shooter, can shoot the shit out of that fucking ball.
Yeah.
6'11". He was like 6'11", almost 7 feet. Should have been playing center.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different in Europe. They actually teach people how to shoot.
They don't just teach them how to dribble.
My man, like I was talking to my nephew earlier this week. Actually yesterday. We're talking about Steph Curry and his commercials and stuff like that. And I'm like, I love it how people say, "Oh, he's ruined the game because all the kids want to shoot like Steph Curry." I was like, yeah, but what the kids don't see is that your man, Johnny, YouTube, bro. What you don't see is that your man Steph Curry is taking 1,000 threes of fucking in practice.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the result on the court during the game, but he's taking like 18 fucking 1,000 fucking 3-pointers in practice.
Yeah. And it's the same shit like Carmelo Anthony, where he's like, if I took 85 shots a game, I can make 30 points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're letting fucking Steph Curry shoot from the half court line. No one plays defense on him until he hits that 3-point line. My man can shoot from half court all day. Nobody's gonna press him. You can't shoot when somebody's in your face. Well, he can, but it's still It's a lot harder.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've been watching basketball for a lot of years, bro, and his release is the quickest I've ever seen. And again, I'm watching basketball from the mid '80s,
Yeah.
and when he just his release is so crazy, and his like you don't think his form is the same, but his form is the same on every shot. I tell people straight out, Reggie Miller has one of the ugliest looking fucking jump shots, but it went in.
Yeah, it was wet.
Like that right arm would cross over his left arm, and he looked like he just caught a stroke. But the shit was that's how he shot. It went in.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If you practice the shot, Allen Houston, bro. Allen Houston had a picture perfect jump shot. His form was perfect on every jump shot. He just fucked up his knee.
Yeah. That's
I'm
another
saying, but
thing. A lot of people back in the day was fucking up their knees and shit. They wasn't lasting long.
I tell you right now, and now I have this argument with people. If he would have never had all these injuries, Grant Hill would have been better than Jordan.
That's what I heard. He was projected to be the next Jordan.
Grant Hill can shoot, dribble, rebound, play defense. Just kept getting hurt. Just like Penny. Penny was supposed to be better than Magic. But what happened to Penny? Got hurt. I think he hurt his back or hurt his knee. Was never the same.
Yeah. And it didn't help that Shaq left.
You know what? If Penny would have never got hurt, I think he would have been okay with Shaq not being there. Would he been making those playoff runs and stuff like that? Probably not. But would he probably had a better career than he had? I would say yeah.
Yeah.
Your man Little Penny, that was my joint, man. Little Penny, those commercials. Funny ass commercials.
No, for real. I ain't gonna lie. I like that little dog. Shit. Fucking Allen Iverson. He needed that GM that he actually just needed to leave. If he would have went to the Knicks.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, Allen Iverson had no business being in the NFL Finals with that team.
Yeah. It was his heart just willed it straight to the final.
Yeah, my man, the fact that they even won a game in the finals was amazing. My man,
Yep.
that team was 4 defensive players and Allen Iverson.
Yep.
The GM for the Sixers literally said, "Yeah, I'm gonna put 4 players who can defend and rebound, and then they'll score here and there, and I'll have somebody come off the bench who can shoot a 3-pointer here and there. But for most of the night, it's gonna be depending on you, either scoring or making easy basket for the guys." Yeah, I literally think that in that season, I think he averaged like 30 points, and nobody else on that team averaged higher than 15.
Jesus.
And that team made it to the finals.
And won a game against Kobe.
Facts.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, I was telling Krills that the Knicks with John Starks and Patrick Ewing and all, I think we needed one more player. Like one more player. Like one more like score or some shit. I think we could have took it.
I'll tell you right now, and I'm gonna catch some flack for this. I fucking hate John Starks.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that shit.
It's like he was a very streaky shooter. He was. You know what I'm saying? Your man Hubert Davis was a better shooter than him. Now Starks was probably a better defender than Hubert, but Hubert was a better shooter. You know what I'm saying? And they had Pat Riley. Put it like this: Game 6 of the 1994 playoffs. The inbounds to John Starks. He has the dream, my man Elijah in his face. He throws up a 3-pointer. You know, I'm a kid. I was like what 94. I'm like 14 years old. I see the bottom of the net move. I'm like, yo, he fucking made it. He fucking made it. And then I see Houston celebrating. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Then I see the replay. It was nothing but air. And I'm looking at the play, and I'm like, yo, my man, he could have pump fake Olajuwon because Olajuwon was jumping regardless.
Yeah.
Dribble to the side and shot a 15-foot jump shot. And yes, he had enough time to do this because I looked at the clock. And we go into overtime. And then in game 7, your man goes for like 2 for 17. Like my man Pat Riley, take him out the fucking game.
Yeah. At least for a little while. Shit.
Yeah, my man. The John Stark's claim to fame is that dunk. They had a Horace Grant that Jordan King was in the picture.
Jordan posed for him.
Yeah, Jordan came over like, oh, let me see if I can help. No, I can't. But he really dunked it on Horace Grant. He didn't dunk it on Jordan. Was it impressive? Did I cheer? Fuck yeah. But come on now. And that's and the Knicks had so many chances to beat the Bulls in the Jordan era. And they just fell short.
Yeah.
And I think it was in '93 with your man uh, Charles Fruity ass Smith fucking goes up 5 times for a fucking layup. You're my man, you're 6'10". The tallest person next to you is fucking 6'8". Just fucking go up and dunk the ball.
Right? You don't even need to jump.
Grab it with 2 hands, go up strong, dunk the fucking ball. We win that fucking game. And we probably win the series. This motherfucker want to try to go up and fucking do layups. Now, was he fouled? Hell yeah, he was fouled. The refs didn't call it. But if I was a ref, I would look at him like, my man, you 6'10". Why are you going up like a bitch?
Word. Shit.
And then the Knicks have not been relevant since 1999.
That's because the Knicks traded away 52 years worth of fucking draft picks for Carmelo Anthony.
Nah. That's when James Dolan took over the Knicks.
Shit. And he don't give a fuck about the Knicks. He thinks about the Rangers.
No, he gives a shit about the Knicks. But the guy that runs the general manager for the Rangers always tells them, yo, my man, mind your business. Yo, mind your business. I think the GMs from the Rangers always tell them, yo, my man, you leave us alone and go bother the Knicks.
Word.
Because the Carmelo Anthony trade didn't happen until like the 2000s. And it's funny because we had a solid team that year. Felton Spencer wasn't the best fucking point to guard, but at that time he was playing decent. You had Wilson Chandler, you had Darnilo, who got drafted because he was good. we basically traded five. We've traded 5 players for 1 player.
Yep. And to do nothing.
And then we hire Phil Jackson, you know, to run the fucking triangle offense, and it only works with players like Jordan and fucking and Kobe. Don't work with nobody who doesn't have that killer mentality. Because
Word.
I tell people, I said, I don't think it's a skill set. I think that offense will only work with somebody who has that killer mentality.
Yep.
I tell people straight out, Vince Carter should have been a lot better than what he was, but he didn't have that killer mentality.
Seriously, yeah. Vince Carter, one of my favorite players too.
Right. And then had he had that I'm gonna fucking go for your throat kind of mentality,
Yeah.
probably would have won the chip.
No, yeah, it's true. A lot of these players don't have that mentality. LeBron didn't have that mentality until he actually fucking won one.
Right. Until somebody I remember an interview saying that, the remember him in an interview saying that it wasn't until he stopped caring what people thought
Yeah.
that he actually was able to start taking that shot at the end.
But it's like, yo, bro, why do you care about what people think? You walked into the league, they started calling you King James. Like, you already got the favor of the people. Play the
Well,
game.
Vince, the problem is that people are frugal.
Yeah.
There's somebody out there who has a shitload of money who's still insecure.
That's true, yeah.
There's some people out there. There's some fine women out there who still think they don't look good.
Yep.
There's some men out there who make a shitload of money who think they don't make enough money.
Yeah. It's true.
That's why people gotta learn. At the end of the day, you ain't gotta live for nobody but for you.
It's right.
Until you have a kid of your own, you gotta live for yourself.
Yeah. No, it's true, yeah. It's the vegans coming and fucking everything up. but yo, on that note, we call it a night. Yo, dude, next week we gotta have you back, bro.
No problem. Yeah, I will do. That's a good ending note. Vegans fucked it up.
Yeah, they fucked it up for everybody. I'm never gonna let them down with that shit.
That's funny. But yeah, I'll be on next week. We'll talk more smack, more sports smack.
Definitely. Yo, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.